Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, editorial director at TigerFitness.com, also known as the Big Hairy Ugly Dude. Guys, I actually lift things called barbells and dumbbells, and you do too, or else you would not be watching this channel. Guys, I have a great topic today on squats. There is an article that appears at nattyornot.com. You can find the link below to this article. This article has to do with the following topic. Powerlifting squats are not real squats. Let me repeat that. Powerlifting squats are not real squats. Now, if you are unfamiliar with nattyornot.com, many of you are familiar, but if you're unfamiliar, it's a website that has made a name by putting together articles that focus on specific individuals, bodybuilders, powerlifters, fitness celebrities, and it details why they are or aren't natural, why they do or don't use steroids. Now, this particular article on Natty or Not talks about low bar squats. It basically says that low bar squats are more of a good morning. They place more stress on the hips, and they're not a real powerlifting squat. They're not a real squat. Powerlifting squats, he's basically saying low bar powerlifting squats are not real squats. And he uses some examples, some videos in the feature to, explain, further go into his points. He also includes a picture of Mark Rippetoe, low bar squatting, looking down, etc., etc. Now, what I want to talk about in this video is the fact that low bar squats are not for everyone. There's a couple things you need to understand about low bar squats. A lot of guys will read Starting Strength, will read the works of Mark Rippetoe, and they'll get a bug in their butt to low bar squat. When they don't really understand whether it's good for their body type or not, they'll basically sell out to low bar squatting. And you'll watch their videos, and they'll make a lot of mistakes. This has nothing to do with Mark Rippetoe or style of squatting. It really comes down to the fact that low bar squatting is not for everyone. Now, here's some of the issues. If you're going to low bar squat, you need to understand that they tend to be more hip-centric. This is more beneficial to geared power lifters because the suits, the wide stance squats and the suits tend to load more onto the hips, or tend to be more hip friendly, or whatever you want to say. So the low bar squat tends to load more onto the hips, and it's more beneficial. It's typically more beneficial for the wide stance geared squatter. That doesn't mean that raw natural or raw squatters, raw power lifters can't benefit from low bar squat. Of course they can. It really depends on the individual involved, what their body type is, how things feel, and how things look on video. So you need to understand that low bar squats tend to be more hip centric, and that is why you see more of the geared power lifters using them, because it's more gear friendly typically. Now, with that said, you also need to understand that for a certain percentage of guys, and I don't have a big enough data pool to really give you what kind of percentage this is, but for a good percentage of guys, a hefty percentage of guys, maybe 20, 25, 30, I don't know, when they are low bar squatting, they tend to push their torso really close to their knees when they get in the hole. So say your thighs are at parallel here. Normally if you're doing a high bar squat, you might be here. A low bar squat, you see some of these guys get really close. Their chest gets really close to their knees in the hole. This is one of the points that is talked about in this article, because it looks like a good morning. And for individuals, and I don't want to get into the details of this article, but what I want to talk about is that if this is you, and you are low bar squatting and your chest is almost touching your knees in the hole, you need to strongly consider the fact that low bar squatting might not be the best option for you. This is not leverage friendly. It's not leverage friendly to have your knees close to your chest, or your chest close to your knees in the hole. So watch your videos from the side if you're doing low bar squats. And if you're folding that dramatically, you're basically just doing a good morning where your squat, your good morning is taken to parallel. And if this is you really need to consider the fact that for your body type, low bar squats might not be the best option. You might need to switch back to high bar squats and try to maintain more of an upright position. Look, if your knees are almost on your chest during the squats, you're placing a lot of strain on your lower back. And even though you might have the brute strength to handle this type of squat execution, that doesn't mean it's the best for you, the best for your body part. And I'm not saying you necessarily need to switch, but I think there's a very, very strong chance at switching to high bar and making a few other adjustments to your squat will help you get more upright, will help save your lower back a little more wear and tear, will increase your leverage on the squat, and over the long run, you might actually squat more. So guys, again, the article is linked below. It's basically talking about how powerlifting squats are a glorified good morning and are not real squats. And there's some interesting information in there, but, you know, in general, the whole premise that powerlifting squats aren't real squats is just nonsense. Getting the depth is getting the depth. It doesn't, you're not judged on what your form is or what your style looks like. Same with bench press or whatever. As long as you can get the lift done and get 2 white lights, you get a pass. So all that, the whole topic, powerlifting squats, real squats, I don't really care about. The point of this video is just to say that you need to understand that low bar squats can be more hip focused and tend to be a better choice for geared lifters who are in more of a wide or wide-ish stance. And that if you're using low bar squats and you're folding almost nipples to knees, guys, it's time to explore some changes. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, guys, there's a Q&A link below. Come on over, post your question in that Q&A link. I answer every question posted. And if you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would appreciate the support. And if you are on Instagram, please follow me at Ben the Barman, at Ben the Barman. I would appreciate it. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.